Hi, welcome to this quick video just to demonstrate two items I've got for sale right now on eBay UK. That's this micro Korg here, little synthesizer, and this Redwood drum practice amp or instrument amp. It's going to be a very quick demonstration just to show these working. So there's the micro Korg setting up. If you're familiar with this instrument, then that's great. I am going to sell it included with the instruction manual there, and this gator soft bag. It's got a little zip section and it's got the main section and a carry strap. Nice and tidy, good for keeping this safe. It'll come with the original Korg low voltage power lead, and it will also come with this MIDI data cable there. If you're familiar with this, then you'll know how to make your edits using this section of the synthesizer here. I'm just going to very quickly demonstrate that the patches are on and working, the various controls are functioning. So let's just start with the keyboard itself. Here's the volume knob there from 0 to full there. I've just got it to a modern setting at the moment on the amplifier. So we'll just go up the keys just to show that they are working. We've got all the whites and the blacks there. Here's the pitch bend. And the modulation function, which obviously increases depending on what you've set here in your modulation settings. So tremolo there with something else maybe. And then the arpeggiator as well. There. Some of the arpeggiator functions are latched and some of them are not. You've got an octave shift on each single patch, so that's this section here, and hopefully the LEDs change as well depending on what you're on. So let's take a function. Go. Now I use this with most patches built into here. The way this synthesizer works in terms of the saving of its patches, you do have to overwrite something that exists. So you have all these different patch bays, if you like, which have come with the preloaded sound types on there, including the vocoder. Now you can erase any one of them, and there's 16 in each patch bay, because there's 8 patches and an A and a B side on each one. So there's many functions or areas to choose your saves if you want to. I have completely erased the techno and house section, and I sort of amalgamated everything that I liked from the other ones into a kind of gig ready 8x8 trigger function there, just so I wouldn't have to do too much clicking on the wheel during a show or something. So I pretty much just put everything into A and B side on this particular patch bay there, and everything was sort of just on one of these 8 keys, either on the A or B side. I will do a factory reset before I send it, and so it will be exactly as it came when it came to me. But if you want to save that, it's just worth knowing to go through all these and choose your favorites. You might have to keep a note of them somewhere, and then it's a sort of function where you go into, so you have the selected preset on. Let's take, for example, here we've got B28 there. You'd have to go into write, and then you'd have to choose your setting, and then you'd write again, and it would globally override whatever it was on that particular new patch, or you could choose the patch there as well. But we're not going to do that right now. So let's go and change this back. There we go. So let's go back to where we were. Now that is all sort of that section there, the memory section, the sort of instant play section here, and then of course the synthesizer section there where you make your edits. These are some little useful hard controls just to change specifics of the sounds that you have stored. So let's just that one. And of course tempo if you had delay settings on any of these as well. So let's have a look at. Finally, let's have a look at this. I forgot to mention that the condenser microphone, the original Korg one, is included in the sale. But I didn't want it to cover the keyboard too much here. So this is for the vocoder section. Let's go all the way around to here. I've not left this, I've not done anything with this really myself. So, but I did actually take a vocoder function. I just can't remember where I put it now, but I think it might have been in here. Yeah, I think this was it. Let's try this. 1, 2. There it is. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let's turn up that bit. Oh, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's the vocoder all working as well. That's can be a little bit tricky to work out. Obviously the balance between each preset is not the same from the device out of the box anyway. And so one thing I found I had to do is go into the global settings here and make edits around things such as the master volume of each one, and the sort of master tuning, so I'd always stay in tune with the songs and things like this, because sometimes you get huge variation between patches, especially on the vocoder, which tends to be a bit more of a hot signal. One thing I did was on the back here, there's a really useful little trim control there, which is good for setting the level of your condenser microphone. Oh sorry, that's there, and you can choose either your mic or line level. This is set to mic to affect my voice, but I would always try and find a position that's comfortable for you, that works with your other patches, so you don't get this massive change in volume when you go to a vocoder setting if you're mixing it with other settings from the device. Anyway, that is everything all shown to be working on this. Just very briefly, because I do have the amp for sale as well, let's just quickly cover that. So that is coming through the line input at the moment there. Let's just adjust the low for a sec, put the high right up. there's our pots there. Our basic tone pots there. And then if I just change input to the other input, just to demonstrate that's doing the same thing as well. There we go. Nothing else more to this really, it's just a pretty functional loudspeaker with a center tweeter. There is a return and a send and return loop for your effects if you want to use that, but I've never really used it before. I hope that's helpful. If you have any more questions, please contact me on eBay, or you can write something in the comments here as well. Thank you.